this is a new pickup I got from my friend Johnny Black. We did a little trade, and I got to tell you, I'm loving this. This is an albino Oriental Rat Snake, they call it, or the real name is PTYAS MUCOSA, and they're beautiful. Look at these things. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and I am back from the hospital. I had a cardiac, actually I had I guess you could say cardiac catheterization done. They checked out my coronary blood vessels. I'm an oversharer, by the way, so yeah, I share everything that goes on in my life. There's nothing wrong with that. I have to get my aorta fixed actually in next month, so it's a pretty major surgery. I have an aortic aneurysm. I know a lot of people out there, more people than you know, have that situation going on, and that's something they had been tracking in me for a while. I'm the healthiest unhealthy person around now. I'm not really, but I got to get that fixed. So I had to go for a cardiac cath yesterday, so I was kind of out of action. I think I still got a video up though that I had done the day before. No, I put the underground reptile videos up to keep you guys occupied while I was in the hospital for the day. But I am out now and back in the snake room, and we got some cool stuff. Some snakes coming in on some trades that I made. I'm going to show you those. You never know what else we might find. That's the wonderful thing about this part of the season. Now we're getting into the good part of the season. You know, this is February, March. We're going to start seeing eggs on the ground. We're going to see some boa litters. We got that boa litter the other day. That was a real big surprise. So that was kind of cool. And that's what makes this part of the season so cool. We even have the peacocks breeding. I'll show you that as well. Stay tuned. All right. Little water monitor training. I can't really hold anything right now because my hand is bandaged up from my little cardiac cath I got the other day. But get a little look at beautiful here. I can't really pick you up right now, big boy, because I only have one hand, but just wanted to say hi. All right, here's our green tree pythons. I don't know, for some reason, every time I film them, they look blurry for some reason. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's the reflection off the water there. This little baby has been eating every time the pup was fed it. It actually ate a whole pinky, finally, this past time. I'm gonna show you the difference. And then this little litter mate of it had never eaten, and we did my good friend, Ian Bissell, told me, get a pinky head, heat it up, and just stick it in the back of its mouth. I wasn't here, so we didn't get to film it, and it worked. And so it swallowed it. So the key is to get it into their mouth, the little pinky head on a little shish kebab, and just pop it into its mouth, and it swallowed it. The key is you want to get these guys eating, because if they don't eat, they go downhill really fast. Now, luckily, all the babies that did survive, the 7 babies I had, they were all they looked like they had a lot of yolk sac in them, so they probably had some good nutrition. But at least we got the pinky head down this one's mouth, and hopefully in a couple more feedings, we'll get it to start eating on its own, just like this one did, and it'll start eating, full pinkies on its own. So I'm pretty happy with the fact that we actually have these guys eating now. I was a little nervous. Once again, I contacted Ian, Meston J. You guys probably know his stuff. He's got great arboreal stuff. He said, Dave, you got to get these guys eating. And, normally with a carpet python, I would just shove a pinky down its throat. You can't do that with these guys. They're too fragile. So pinky head in the mouth, and they swallow it. The thing about carpets is you put a pinky head in its mouth and it spits it out. These guys really do want to eat. I think they get a little nervous. And so it's all good now. All right, this is a new pickup I got from my friend Johnny Black. We did a little trade, and I got to tell you, I'm loving this. This is an albino Oriental Rat Snake, they call it, or the real name is PTYAS MUCOSA, and they're beautiful. Look at these things. I don't think there's that many albinos even available out there. These things turn like white. Right now they're like an orangish color, but they turn white when they're adults. So I'm looking for stuff that's different, you know, and like I said, Johnny and I have been talking just boas and stuff like that in general, and it's funny, he texted me that he had these several months, maybe a month or so ago, and I was like, wow, those look really cool, and then I saw them on Morph Market, and I contacted him forgetting it was him. I didn't realize it was him, and then he texted me back, and he was laughing. He's like, I told you they're cool. So we got, he only had one female and he had 2 males left. So we got the 1 female and the two males. There's the female I just showed you. This one's a male right here. And we got another male. These are like pretty newborn. I think they've only eaten like once or twice or something like that. So we're gonna have to really work with these guys, getting them to eat. Let's see. There we go. There's our other male. They're just like cool looking snakes. I mean, really cool colubrids. I mean, they're cool in regular form. This is albino. I mean, you know, I love albino stuff. Look at those big eyes. Those are just, you could tell these things are hunters, you know. And I gotta thank them. I got something different that I haven't had and not many people have out there. And hopefully sometime years into the future, we'll be able to maybe even breed these things. Very cool. To have captive born ones are really kind of rare also. Most of the stuff comes in from the wild, a lot of these. So thank you, Johnny. All right, there's my pied peacocks. I believe those are the 2 babies that are no longer babies anymore. They're beautiful, look at them. So we had the female, I've shown you the female, the mama before. This might be the mama right there actually. I think it's the mama or one of her babies. But there's 2 babies that look pretty much exactly the same. And it's funny because none of the others are pied like this. Yet when she bred with a regular peacock, we got a whole bunch of pied babies. So maybe the other ones are het pieds. Once again, I'm calling it pied because it looks pied, but it might not be. I can't imagine that the white is not some kind of recessive trait. So they like to sit on top of my BMW X7. I don't know why. They have expensive taste. And they're obviously not afraid of me. The funny thing is I don't even feed these guys, but they like to hang out in my garage. I don't know. All right, little update on the pied peacocks. Now I know why the females are all hanging out by my house, because the males are going into breeding season. They're opening their plumes. They're, as we say, peacocking for the pied females. So we got some breeding behavior going on here. Look at the other male's got his little plumes open too there. He's not as big as this one. This one is huge. Look at that. Wow. This one should get all the chicks because this guy's got his wings open. That one's a small one. Very rare. I've never seen them like this much on my back porch like this, but I guess that's because I have no pool cage yet. We haven't fixed the pool cage, so they're using my pool cage as their breeding grounds here. I think he's impressing the female there. Look at that. Our pied female is being very impressed by our males that are showing off here. I'll try to open the door to get the front view. All right, out by my pool, which is, I guess, their little lake, their breeding ground. Let's see if we can get that male. You can tell he's really in breeding season because he doesn't even care that I'm out here and he's not even running away. He's just literally like, yes, I'm beautiful. There we are. Thank you. That's a good shot right there. That is a beautiful shot. Yes, you're beautiful. You are a beautiful boy. Very handsome. Just when you think it's time to go home, you find a clutch of ball python eggs. This is our first clutch of the 2023. I can't believe it. I thought she was going to go last year, and then when she didn't, I said, you know what? She'll probably go this year. I didn't think she was going to go this early. And the question now becomes, what's the male? All right, so this is our Ultramel clown. It's a visual Ultramel. She's het clown. And we put her in with 2 males. The first male that was in with her all last year, which doesn't seem to have gotten the job done, was a spider double het Ultramel clown. So we were looking to make more Ultramel clowns. That was the only thing I had male-wise that had Ultramel and clown in it. This year, however, my male that I had produced. I produced this amazing male from a year and a half ago, and he finally looked like he was ready. So I had a male in with him that was a super orange dream, fire spider, Krypton head Ultramel. Now, Krypton is a visual 100% head clown, 100% head cryptic. So you put those together, you get a Krypton. It's like a acts like super form of the gene. The good thing about that male is that he has to throw one of those. He has to either throw het clown or he's got to throw het cryptic. Now, if he does that, and then she happens to throw the het clown, we're going to produce clowns. If he throws a het cryptic and she throws a het clown, we get a Krypton. So we have pretty good odds, 50% odds of hitting a visual with that, if that male is indeed the father. And because she's a visual Ultramel and he's head Ultramel, we would have a 50% chance of hitting an Ultramel. So I'm hoping the second male is the father, you know. And once again, everything would be Orange Dream because it's the father was Super Orange Dream. Everything 50% chance of fire and 50% chance of spider. So the second male is a better option in this breeding, but I don't know who is, so I have to keep both male tags on there so that we'll have to look at the babies and see what they are and try to figure out what we get. If we get Kryptons, then we know who the father is, obviously. If we get nothing, then there's probably the first father. No, just kidding. We'll see. We'll be able to tell by the babies. And so let's see if we can pull her off a little bit and see what's under there. Yeah, that's some nice looking eggs. We're going to have to pull her off, even though I'm not supposed to be lifting anything today. I'm going to have to get her off and pull these eggs out. All right. I'm going to show you how I set up my egg box. I have my sterilite tub. I have some sponges I buy in Home Depot. I cut these things in half, so they're half the size. I fill the whole bottom with water. The sponge holds the water, so the water doesn't splash around. That's the only really reason I use these sponges. I don't want to just put water down there. They splash. Then I got these dragon hatch trays that I love, and these eggs have been candled. In other words, I put my cell phone up to them. I saw all the embryos are sitting on top. I put them in the dragon hatch trays. I put this into the sterilite tub, and then I put saran wrap on top of here. I'm going to show you, and then I put the top on, pop these things to lock them closed, and I put them into the incubator. I have my little tag on the front listing what I got on there, and very simple. I don't use any perlite. I don't use any hatchite. Sponges that are wet with the dragon trays on top. You can use a light diffuser on top. I've used that in the past too. I seem to like these a little better so the eggs don't move around so much. You don't have to like try to pin them down. And that's it. That's my eggs. I got 5 good eggs, no slugs. I can't complain. She's not a huge female. They all have, seems like they have veins and vessels in there. Maybe we'll get some great looking Ultramel clowns. You never know. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. What a surprise. A ball python clutch. I can't believe it. And a good one, too. I was very upset that this female didn't go last year. I was like, oh, man, I really thought she was going to go, and she didn't. And then I thought we were going to have to wait till, like, later this year, and she surprised the heck out of me and gave us a clutch. I don't think Pablo even saw it. That clutch had to have been there all day, and Pablo missed it because he was doing other stuff, cleaning other stuff. But that, I don't know why I even looked. I just happened to say, yeah, you know what? I was looking for some stuff to do some videos on, and I have like radar. I like it zoomed in on something wasn't right, and I looked in there. Just like I found the dead rat this morning. I walked into the snake room, almost passed out from the smell. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's a dead rat or a rat that doesn't get eaten and it starts decomposing. Woof! Is that a bad smell? Well, I had that sixth sense that there might have been a clutch of eggs on the ground. I looked in her tub, and sure enough, she was sitting on that big mound of eggs. So that was kind of cool. We got those. Plus, you got to see the Albino PTYAS MUCOSA. Those are really cool colubrids, right? I can't wait till they start getting bigger. They get so beautiful when they get older. I'll put a picture up of what they look like when they're adults. They get really white. They're just cool snakes. Oriental rat snakes. I can't believe I got so into colubrids lately, but I did. I'm always evolving my tastes, so that's just the way it goes. I'll never abandon the stuff I love, but I like to add new variety. And I got to keep you guys occupied too on this YouTube channel. You got to constantly looking at new stuff, right? All right. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Tomorrow we got a cool little trade that I made that came in as well. I'll show you that tomorrow. And you never know what else might happen. Boa that is. I have a boa that's on the verge We have ball pythons, obviously, that are in their laying stages or about to lay. So it's an exciting time of year. If you like watching these videos, you like what I'm showing you, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, tell your friends. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.